Hey everybody. As I crawl back into bed once more. But yeah, let's have a little pillow talk. How does that sound? Get this camera where I want it. No, maybe that's good enough. But I've been doing some real soul searching in the last 2.5 years since I parted ways with my wife, now my ex-wife, but I'm very, very proud, relieved, and content with saying still one of my dearest friends in this world. But as I've lived here in the last 2.5 years in Utah, I gotta tell you something, people. There are pluses to living here. I mean, I got back to where it's a lot more sunny than gray skies and rainy. I've met a number of people in different walks of life and for different reasons, and I got to tell you, if I had to, balance it all out, I would say the pluses outweigh the minuses. I was talking with somebody today who's going to be installing the essential air this month in my house. And I look forward to that because I do believe it's going to be a very hot summer. But him and I were talking, and he says, this is a lot of house. And I said, it is. And I still have the roommate in the basement, but the guy upstairs here moved out a couple days ago. And I'm totally cool with that. So now on the second floor of the house is all mine again. And the other guy's in the basement, and he's been here almost 3 months, and he's good people. But I'm guessing probably in the next month, he may be finding his new digs, which would be good as well. But this is a lot of house, for, a 50-something bachelor with a cat. I don't throw lavish parties or alcohol-fueled parties. No. I mean, I could. But as you know, I'm still committed to sobriety with alcohol. And that's working for me. And it's been working for me now for over 6 years. And to tell you the truth, I think well, hey, Matthias. Matthias just checked in. You need help with your bags? Okay. He's like, I travel light. But, I think one of the reasons why I was drinking so heavy in the preceding years that led to my sobriety was a number of reasons. But I think the main contributing reason was the fact that I wasn't happy with myself. I think I wasn't very happy in my marriage. I wasn't very happy professionally. There was a number of things going on. And I was using it as an escape. But when I quit drinking and I started, taking some real self-inventory of some things, I had my reasons at that time to quit drinking and, get myself back in the gym and change my diet and address some things in my personal life. And I thought I had something figured out that I wanted to pursue in the future. But I was terribly wrong on that. The visions of grandeur that I saw were not the visions of grandeur that someone else saw. But then I had a decision to make, I mean, am I just going to say, okay, fine, I'm going to let myself go and go back to drinking and stay in a dying marriage and eat garbage and be just, a fucking waste case? No, I'd come too far for that. So all was not lost those years ago when I decided, I had this epiphany that, boom, I got to draw the line in the sand and do what's best for me. And I think best for those around me. And I know that I'm proud of those changes, and I know the people that were there before, during, and after those changes are very proud of me as well. Right? But as I go down life's highway and I see where I'm at now in my life, I know that I'm happier and I push myself harder when I have someone in my life. And I'm talking about when it's right, I'm not happier when my marriage is dying. I'm not happier when I learn someone that I cared about didn't care about me. I'm not saying I was happier when I was drinking or, whatever. But when things were still in the texts of possibility and goal orientation and looking forward to something, that's when I'm at my happiest, when there's a challenge presenting me, and I'm working in unison with someone, whoever that may be. That's when I'm at my best, and I think that's when I'm the happiest. And certainly in the last 2.5 years of complete independence, and the preceding 3 or 4 minimum, it has not been happy. And I've learned some very painful lessons, and I've had some large doses of reality. But again, I didn't quit on the progresses that I elected to work towards. Don't regret any of those choices. So, again, all wasn't lost. But where I'm at now, I really need to step up to the plate and find a new situation. And I don't know exactly what that situation would be. I mean, would it be the worst thing in the world if I met a man and we had some kind of bromance or something? Would that be the worst thing in the world? It doesn't have to be sexual, but just, maybe I meet some other guy who's divorced and has had enough of women and whatever. And, it's just like, it's just cool to have a workout partner and someone that, I can eat meals with and bounce ideas off of. And, maybe him and I will start a business together. I mean, I don't know. Or maybe by some simple twist of fate that, I may meet another woman, and we would be complements to each other, But whatever the case may be, it is true. You need to love yourself first and get yourself in priority and in organization before you really could be any good to anyone else, right? And I'm pretty damn close to perfecting that. And I didn't really know I could, but I have. And I've been in a position to really, get after it or go down the drain. But I don't think that anyone should be saddled with the burden of being alone when they don't want to be. But you also have to use, you know, personal wisdom and experience to find a situation that's best for you at the station that you find yourself in life. Right? I mean, it's not just someone to fill my bed, or to someone to fill my dance card, or someone just to sit across or next to me when eating a meal. You know, it's got to be something that's mutual and it feels right. And I haven't had that feeling in a long, long time. And I really need to start expanding my horizons and seeing, you know, what my options really are. I want to be happy again. And I know some of you out there want that for me too. And I think I've just got to keep an open mind. I don't want to spend the rest of my life alone. I don't think there's any hero in doing that. And I think most of us are at our best when we know when someone loves us, whoever that may be. And I think we're at our best when those people know that we love them. Love may be a 4-letter word, but I do believe it is the most powerful feeling in the universe. Indisputably. And I want to love again. Now that I know what it means to love yourself first. And I think even after all that's been down in my life, I think I still manage. I think I still can manage. And I think in some ways, I can be even better than I was before. Because I know what it is to lose something. And I do know what it is to love someone. So I'm going to keep trying. And I don't know who it'll be. But I know if I am fortunate enough to find it, my quality of life will improve. Thanks for listening. And again, I love you all.